Welcome everyone to another episode of TPN Talks with Leticia. Super excited to introduce you to our special guest today, Chris Willis, who is a group facilitator and peer support specialist at the Center for Family Success. Thanks, Chris, for joining us. Hoping you can just start off by kind of introducing yourself, your role at TPN, and then anything else you want to tell us about you.
I'm Chris Willis. I'm the facilitator coach. I'm a recovery mentor, step mentor. I like Scrabble, writing, and chess. Basically, I'm just here. I'm a mentor for everybody.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Chris. I know that you've done just a bunch of different work in this field. Can you just describe maybe some of the roles that stick out that you've done working with folks kind of impacted by the criminal justice system, folks that are working on entering recovery, maintaining recovery? You just have so much experience. I'd love for folks to learn a little bit about that experience.
Well, I've worked in a homeless shelter to get homeless people housed and get them in recovery, to get them on the stable. I've worked as a housing case manager for the ones who was homeless and have found housing, to make sure that they stayed stable, make sure they kept up with their basic needs, and the bills was paid, and make sure that something like an advisor, really, to make sure that they didn't return back to homelessness. I've worked as at a mat facility as a case manager and as a facilitator coach. And also I worked odds and ends jobs too.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing that. One of the things that I love about you, Chris, and the conversations that we get to have on the side is just your, I think, deep understanding of the kind of barriers that people are navigating, and kind of what that causes for people and how it can just really cause things to unravel and how we can address some of those things. So I think your deep experience is just, so helpful in terms of doing what we do here at TPN and specifically at the center. So my next question for you is kind of what is a significant experience or memory kind of during your career that stands out that folks can benefit from or learn from?
I think for me is the most significance is just to know that I'm helping, that I'm helping a person get back onto the track of moving forward in life, no matter the difficulties they face, no matter the trauma, no matter anything. I want them to know that it's still hope. We still got to move forward, and that's the most significant thing for me. If it's just a word to help pick somebody up, that is significant for me. So everything I do is significant in this business.
Yeah, I love that. And sometimes, like you said, just one word can make a difference and can really change how people are feeling and their outlook on their situation. And trying to instill hope, I think, is key to everyone doing the work. All right. One of my favorite questions to ask folks is about our mission. So our mission is to provide justice system impacted individuals and families the tools and support that they need to be safe and thrive in our communities. What does that mean to you?
Oh, that means everything, because for me and my life experiences, I didn't have it when I got out. So when I got into this field, I realized that basic needs covers more than just a roof over my head, food in my belly, and clothes on my back. A basic need mentally, a basic need spiritually. I want to help the whole being. And that's what working with TPN allows me to do. Over 20 years doing this is the first that my spirit feels good doing. I'm sorry, but that's that's what it is for me.
I love that, Chris. I really do. And I want to just lift up what you said about the whole person. I've been having so many conversations lately about like, how do we do this work better for the folks that we're serving, but also for ourselves? And this idea that like we're engaging with our full selves, we're trying to support people to be their whole selves. So I love that you're connecting that so much to our mission. I think it's also the story of how we continue to evolve and do better in the work, which leads me to the next question, which is, what do you see for the future of TPN?
The thing about TPN is like you say, it's always evolving. It's not settling for just one set of tools. It's not settling for one direction to help people. It's covering everything. And that's a beautiful thing. I see TPN next 10, 15 years you're already the leader. We're already the leader. So in the next 10, 15 years, TPN gonna be as big as, might have Mr. Tesla coming and try to get it. So it's gonna grow, and it's still growing. And I believe as long as it stayed person-centered, ain't no glass ceiling. Ain't no glass ceiling.
That's right. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm wondering if there's anything else you want to share with our community that you want folks to know about you, or if there's any questions you have for me.
I guess I just want people to know that I'm a mentor for life. I'll listen to you. I'll help you. If you need a hug, you need a handshake, you need a pat on the back, you need shoes, you need guidance, anything, I'm here for you. And that goes for the company, that goes for life. I just feel that the more that I give, the more that I help will benefit me when it's time for me to go see the Father. So I'm stacking my deck.
Yeah, as you should. I love it. And I think that's a great way to end, Chris. This is certainly who I know you to be. You're somebody who just shows up that way every single day. And I'm just so glad to have this conversation with you, to share about you to our community, and to get to do this work with you. So thank you so much for joining us. Everyone out in the TPN community, tune in for our next episode of TPN Talks with Leticia. Take care, everyone.